Hi Stitchers. I hope you had a great Valentine's Day yesterday. Today is Monday and I have the day off due to it being President's Day. No makeup as you can see. I pretty much stayed in the house all weekend except for Sunday a little bit. But Saturday night into Sunday we had another blizzard with 7 inches of snow. And I was surprised. It was powdery enough where even though I had a big drift behind my car, I was able to get out and go to church and let the Sunday school kids decorate cookies for their moms and grandmas. Then I came home and took a nap. So I haven't really done much all weekend, and I thought I had all this time. Today I had still have paperwork to do. I have a big meeting tomorrow. So trying to get all that stuff done, and I wasn't sure whether or not I should do a video or wait another week, but I thought, even though with my small progress, I would check in with you guys and see how everybody's doing with their stitching. Like I said earlier, I'm on this new diabetic medication, and it just really makes me feel exhausted all the time. Do a lot of sleeping, but anyway, but it's getting better, so hopefully giving the medicine a little bit of time, I can start having more energy. I started taking Women's Multi-Complete Vitamin every day too, and that's helped a lot. Saturday, before the snow, I went to, they have a yearly farm show here. A lot of it's tractors and people selling things, insurance, and things that farmers need. But at every booth, there's always a drawing for something. It could be a $25 gift certificate to a grocery store. It could be for gas. It could be for winning a grill, like a tool set. I bet I signed up for, gosh, I don't know, 50 different drawings. There were a lot of people there, and I said to my friend, I wonder if we'll have a chance of winning anything for all these pieces of paper that we filled out. But what I was mainly interested in was the craft part. And there really wasn't much there. I'd never been to the farm show before, but there really wasn't much there. One of the ladies who was working there was from the Quilters Guild, and she said because of the weather, they really had, or the number of entries were down. I saw a lot of it was from 4-H kids, and then some from adults. I saw beautiful hand-quilted pieces of just quilts, and just different things. They had baking goods and some of those things, but I was mainly interested in the cross stitch. And there's no monetary value behind winning a ribbon, it's just the recognition. But I saw 2 cross-stitch pieces, and both were probably 3x5s, 5x7s, somewhere around there, done by a couple 4-H girls, and that was it. But the lady assured me that there was more. I did see some of they had some crocheted afghans, and I was looking at those. And it's just interesting to see what the judges look for. One of them was made with the Afghan stitch, and it was cross stitch, a Care Bear on it. It was really cute, in which you could see took a lot of effort and time into making that. And then one was just like a prayer shawl or a shawl that was like double or triple crocheted. And that won best of all, when clearly this other one, I could see, there was so much time and effort that went into it. And the only difference was this shawl had variegated thread. I mean, it was very beautiful, but the amount of work that went into it was far less than the other one. So it was interesting to look at. So next year I might, if I ever get anything accomplished or completed and framed, would enter into the farm show. So that was basically the only thing I did all weekend. And you have plans of getting so much done on a 3-day weekend. And then now here it is to Monday. Tomorrow I go back to work. I've got a big meeting after school. And there my week begins. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things. What I did do this weekend was I organized some of my patterns. And I know a lot of you use, I've noticed, bags to put your pattern and your material and your thread into them. And I have switched out, I can't tell you how many different ways I've tried to organize my stash. And last time I used these, and I think they're wonderful, and I still think they're wonderful. And I would put one project or two projects into them. And I bought this from Office Max, I think, and they went out of business here. But I just put my fabric into them. Let's go see. So I decided, well, I'm not getting much use out of those for stashing or for organizing my stuff. So what I did was I went ahead and I bought some hefty 2.5-gallon bags. And as you can see, the thread fit, I think there's a little glare. I think it's to the window. But anyway, you can see the patterns in there, the thread, and the material. I usually had them sitting on my couch, just together. But I thought, well, with just dust in general and some hand-dyed fibers, you're not supposed to wash, so I thought I better put them into a bag of some kind. But so if you're ever thinking about doing something like that, this is the box that I bought, and for 11 of them, I think it was $2 and something. So it depends upon how many, I mean, you could use the bigger ones for this, and this does hold the bigger patterns. You could probably use some of the gallon bags for if you have the smaller patterns too, but I really like this. And so we'll give it a try for a few months and we'll see what happens. Saturday, I decided to start subscribing to just cross stitch. I can never find the magazine here in town. Nobody seems to sell it. The only thing I've seen here is Stony Creek's magazine, so I thought I'd subscribe to it. And I have gotten the ornament one, and I think I did get another one last summer, but this is the one that came in the mail. And I must say I was kind of disappointed. Well, this is the shape that it came in. Yeah, it took a little worse for the wear there. But I would say out of all the stitching pieces that are in here, there's probably maybe a couple that I would stitch. I noticed that Stephanie had showed one of her fabrics, I think, is in, she said, the new one. So I'm assuming that another one's coming out shortly after this because I didn't see this. I noticed that chalk art is really big Chalk art is really big right now, and so they have some of that, but I'm not really fond of it. I mean, it's cute, but it's probably something that I would never use and never stitch. Oh, and I see the new Mirabilia pattern came out, Snow Queen. What do you guys think about that? And then they have a Valentine one. Well, this is a February one, so to me it would make more sense to put it out December. I mean, so people have time to stitch it and to use it. But they didn't ask me my opinion. And that's cute, but it's something I'd never stitch. And I won't show you all the patterns in here because that would take forever. But I did see this. It's a little stitch sampler from a 12-year-old, like a, oh goodness gracious, like a reproduction sampler. And I think this is really cute. And I would stitch that. It's got the date 1822 on it. And it says that Eliza was a member of a prominent banking family in Philadelphia. So I really do like that one. And I've never made a biscornu. I think they're really pretty, but I've talked about my sewing talent, or my lack of sewing talents. Here they have a little horn book and a biscornu. I think it's really adorable, but a lot of it is specialty stitches, and I'm not really good at that. I mean, they have like where you make a flower with thread and some of those things. I just, as crazy and hectic as my school year is, I just don't think I'd have the time to really sit and concentrate. Maybe in the summertime. They also have Hardanger. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get away from the glare here. They also have a Hardanger band piece here. It's kind of cute. And they have a Hardanger bookmarker. And then I thought this was kind of cute. I don't know if I'd ever stitch it, but I really like it. But, oops, sorry. This down here is an ornament. And it looks rather huge. It says 6 by 6. But I think it's really pretty. But I don't know whether I would make it or not. And then I think I just skipped something I wanted to show you. Here's a little thing for Quaker motif, and it's a little handbag. I like the Quaker motif. I'd never make a handbag out of it. See, it's just a little handbag. I also have no sense of direction. If you've ever noticed that on these videos, I can't seem to adjust anything right. And there's one more thing I was going to show you here. Let me quick find it. This is the page with all the little pieces on it from the magazine. So I'm anxious to see the next one. The one Stephanie was showing had a Celtic cross in it with her fabric, and it was nice. Of course, you know me, I love her fabrics, but there's so many others I'd love to, get fabric of the month too, but I have to limit myself. And here's one by Ari. They have a nice little article on her here in the magazine. And I really like the joy pattern, and my mom passed away a year ago, and so I'd love to do In Loving Memory of My Mother. I like that one too. There's a lot of patriotic designs too, and I really like this one too. But I only have so much wall space, so whether or not I'll stitch it, I don't know. So anyway, that's that. That's for that. Okay, on to the little bit that I stitched this time. Like I said, I really didn't have much to show you, so this will be quick. I'm still struggling with the rotation, and I've just been kind of picking things up as I feel the mood, but I have pieces that I really need to stitch on. My poor Cinderella has been neglected, and I really, I'd like to stitch some other Mirabilias, but I don't want to start one until I have more on her done. So I think I'm not necessarily happier with the rotation, but I feel like I would get to more pieces that way. You know, I'm still struggling with that. I don't know why I overthink these things. But my teach me to number our days thing, I did the word number last night. And like I said, too, 1, 2, 3 stitch, didn't serge it. I could use fray check on it, but I'm trying not to, but it's starting to get little fringies. I'm not sure what to do here. I guess if it starts raveling by the inch, maybe I'll have to, but as of right now, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to maybe leave this in the bag if there isn't a glare. But I did stitch this part down here, and that's all that I did on that. And that was like one evening's worth. One night I couldn't sleep, and I was up till about 2 o'clock in the morning and just stitched that. And of course, I love stitching so much that actually when I do it, I can't really get to sleep either because of this shirt. I think I have small shoulders or something, and I don't know, they keep slipping down. But I wanted to show you, I did start on the AL piece, and I probably could have worked on that all week. I really enjoy it. And it's done in the, what was it, pecan pie and such. But this is the piece. And that's, I spent a few days on that. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. This is what I got done. But I don't know, it looks awfully quite a bit lighter here in the photo, but it's really a rich brown. And that's just a start. So that's basically all that I did this week, and hopefully I've got some things going on this week. I'm hoping to have more time to stitch. I've got a meeting tonight, and Wednesday night, some of the cast members that I was going to play with are in another play, so I'm going to go see them. That's Wednesday night, so I don't know how much stitching I'll get that done that night either. And then, what else do I have? Thursday, once a month, I go to a ministry, like a soup kitchen, where we feed the homeless and the infirmed and people who are struggling. And so our church once a month does that. So I work in the kitchen, or I help serve food and sit and visit with the people. And it's really an enjoyment for me, more than probably it is for them. Saturday night I'm going to a benefit for a lady who has cancer, and it's just to raise money, and so I'm going to go, and actually it's an aunt of one of my students, and I don't know the lady, but I want to support the family, so I'm going to go there. And of course Sunday's church. So it's a busy week, but it isn't a busy week, one of those. And sometimes those short weeks always seem the longest, don't they? So thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a great week. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there. God bless, and I'll see you in a few days.